make it rain, mama, I will be okay.
Mama, I got bad news, bad news. You should go and wake up dad too, dad too. Think there's nothing your son can't do, can't lose. I've been popping pills with mad.
What's going on, guys? My name is Jacob Rickwalt. If you guys are watching this, thanks to all the YouTube subscribers that make this possible. I had a really good time this past year in college. Still taking 2 college classes, mind you. I'm really excited to hit the ground running. Jacob Rickwalt YouTube channel is going to be coming back, and it's going to be coming better. So stay tuned for that. But most importantly, we're going to have some fun with this, and it's going to be so much fun. Going and doing different things. We just started at Butler Motor Speedway working. It's been so much fun, and I've had such a blast thus far. So it's going to be so much fun to continue to grow those relationships at Butler Motor Speedway. I really have to give a big props to the Blonde family, Brad, Kayla, Blonde, all the Blondes. Thank you so much for making my name notable, for Tim Wilbur to call me. Just kind of sitting around one weekend, and he goes, hey, you're going to be working at Butler Motor Speedway, watch the pit gate, taking photos. And it's been so much fun, racetracks where I want to be at. And it's just a blessing to be able to watch dirt races at Butler Motor Speedway. Just had so much fun with it. If you guys are in here watching it live, there is a comment section for you guys to use too. If you guys want to interact with me, that would be great. As this is my first time doing a Jacob Rickwalt thing together. So coming to you guys kind of live, which is nice. Usually all my videos on YouTube are hit or miss. You guys comment on them. I see the views. I'm loving it. But I haven't had a camera. I haven't had time to go to different tracks and to video it. I'd love to do a video at Butler Motor Speedway, just like a montage video of the racetrack itself, and all the highlights we see. There's a couple flips last weekend, this past weekend, excuse me. It was really cool. So we're excited. I just got this new mic system, testing it out. But I want to take you guys back a little bit more in time. I'm a college student in Jackson College. It was a good year. First semester I had a 3.3 GPA. Had really kind of easy classes. Should have been a 3.5 if we're technically speaking, just the way I am. But 3.3 is pretty good. I had a 2.9 in high school. And then the second semester I had 3.2. So, you could say what you want to say. But I've been working hard, especially for Blonde's Lawn Care. Hillsdale College, it's been so much fun to work for those people, and especially Butler, just starting out a couple weekends ago. But I want to show you guys some different pictures that maybe you all saw on Facebook. I want to show you guys today. So last year, my brother and I met Joe Graff Jr. So much fun to meet him and have his friendship that we have today. And then we went down to North Carolina, and I had an opportunity to announce for Fox Hot Pass. I talked to Kerry Earnhardt at his own event, and he goes, hey, I know you're an announcer, so let's get you on the mic. And, he kind of just had that interaction like nobody else, gave to anybody else besides my brother and our family that was down there. So it was really fun to spice it up with some big legends, some big last names, which was really cool. And then this is the next picture I'll show you is just us at North Carolina, as we just went to the welcome sign. It was a really fun trip. We had so much fun. But now we're here in the studio, and we're going to do this every now and then. And it's going to be a fun time doing this. Um, we're gonna talk about racing today. I like to sit down when I'm at the dirt track at Butler Motor Speedway. This is just a little segment of just working around the small racetrack, the local hometown racetrack where everybody races at. And I got a good idea that we could do and would be money wise that would maybe not drive this plan. But when it gets hot out there in the middle of the day before the sun lowers down and sets down underneath Butler Motor Speedway at the battlegrounds, we have so much old people, elderly people. Not saying it to be rude, but we got a lot of local tracks are driven by the people that have been there the longest, and having that fun, shaking and baking, having a good night. And, I sat down with my cheeseburger, my fries, my drink. And I'm not the type of guy that's going to sit and not talk to the fans. Well, I was talking to the fans, and I said, well, what do you think about the hotness and the humidity, at the track? And what can we do just as local dirt tracks to improve the coolness feel? Is what the lady talked to me and goes, well, something about a big, like at outdoor, she was saying how the I don't even know, the balcony, the roof over the top of the heads of excuse me, kind of have the little hiccups up here. But off the balcony or the rooftop of the on top of the fan, so it keeps them in the shade. And I said that's going to be hard to do. I talked to her about the money cost of having a roof over Butler Motor Speedway's heads. I said, that's kind of pricey point. Like, let's do something different. And I came up with this idea. And I don't know if it is. I just started off a couple weekends ago at Butler. But for short track races, maybe it could be a handicap spot. Maybe it could be somebody for senior citizens to go into, or you pay a fee, like a $5 fee for the entire week. Not for the entire week, excuse me, the entire weekend, like Saturday. You pay a $5 fee and you get to go in this missing tent. You set it up with canopies, and then you just add a little sprayer on the top side of the canopy, and it sprays down to all the other people that maybe that are too hot to stand up anymore. Or if it gets too hot for 1 week, maybe they could do that for local tracks. They did it at Nashville, and it was really cool. But just different things. I sit down and talk to fans about what do you think about Tim as an owner? And they love him. Everybody loves Tim. I love Tim. He's a really good guy. Takes really good care of the track. And is really just on it all the time. You don't see promoters just spicing up the track for a good race. You see, I don't know. I mean, I went to Merritt Speedway a couple times in my lifetime, and the promoter sitting in the back, sitting in the office, sitting in the AC. But Tim's a different breed. Tim's a different guy. He's out there in the water truck doing what every other person would do on their racetrack if they owned it. I would do the same thing, I want to make sure it's race ready. I don't want to just sit stand around. But, there's different points of how to improve local dirt tracks. And I'm not saying I'm a wizard. I don't have this wand in my hand that I can do whatever I want with a dirt track. But I'm just saying, if it gets to a point where it's so much humidity, if it's so much hotness that maybe the senior citizens deserve, maybe the military people deserve, even if it is a $5 fee for that missing tent, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, the races have been great at Butler. The Great Lakes Super Sprint spiced and diced it up. I had a good video that I should have put on this Facebook Live in this YouTube video about just the racing there. Zach Heiser's a great announcer. And I try to follow after him. I texted him a couple of days ago and saying, what kind of tips can you give me? He goes, don't be a copycat. So I'm trying not to be one of those type of guys. I'm trying to find my own personality in announcing. But, Zach Heiser, when they take the 4 wide salute, I don't know if you all know this, but Zach Heiser goes, they're going to take the most famous formation in all auto racing. The Great Lakes Super Sprints are going 4 wide for your fans. Wave your hand, wave their hand, wave their programs, but most importantly, make some noise for the Great Lakes Super Sprints. And when he said make noise, the stands just loved it. They loved Zach. They loved the Great Lakes Super Sprints. And it's great. But I kind of want to announce some good news here while I'm on the air. I like saying that. I like saying that I'm on the air kind of thing. But I was talking to the director, the owner of Great Lakes Super Sprints in the series that they own. And I was talking to him and I was saying, hey, is there any chance that I could get a chance to announce a couple races? It doesn't have to be a full-on schedule. And he was talking to me and he goes, write down your name, write down your email, do that sort of thing. So I did. And then I saw him again there and we were talking this. And I'm like, dude, all I want is a 3-race deal. And he goes, we'll work something out. So maybe that's future plans. I don't know. That would be really cool if it could be a 3-race deal with the Great Lake Lightning Sprints or the traditional sprints or something like that. That would be really cool to announce, to get my name out there, But, back to the whole local short tracks. People complain about the boards, the stands, the seating that the track has, or just the way people are. And the hard part is first off, do you own the track? Second off, do you have the funds to withstand and maintain the facility? How many, I'm just saying that as a personal standpoint, not as somebody that works at the track. But I'm saying how much money is lumber now? I mean, for somebody to go build a house, it's pretty high. And I was just talking to not really a fan, just somebody that was just outrageously childless at the track. And he goes, the board sucked and yada yada, and he's just going on, And I was just trying to calm down kind of thing and telling him, it's just it's went up. The inflation went up, but you have fans like that at the tracks. But I want to just thank everybody at Beltway Motor Speedway right here, right now, for giving me the opportunity to bite my teeth, to be humble, to stay committed, to stay driven, to have a chance to climb the ranks of not only announcing, but just doing different stuff for tracks. I mean, you have this and this and this going on, but what is it really going? What's your main goal? What's your long goal? And I think a lot of people get that mixed up. But yeah, so it's been good. It's been good at the track. It's been good at Hillsville College. It's been good at Bonds Lawn Care. But it's just, I don't know. It's just been so much fun. For me, it's fun for me to say that. It's so much fun that I can sit here and talk to you guys about racing stuff, and life events, climbing from a 2.9 to a 3.3 GPA, 3.2 GPA in college is oh my God, I lost it when I had a 3.3 and a 3.2. I always got told my entire life, never could get that high. I never could reach a 3.3. I never could reach a 3.2. And I stuck with my grind. I stuck with my classes. And you're gonna have those people out there that are haters, or say this or that. But in the long run, you got to sit down. You got to stick to your plan. The man upstairs above has a plan for you. Everybody that's watching you has a plan of what you want to do in life, and mine's different than most. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. My mom and I go in the advisor's office, counseling office at Jonesville High School. And this might put a smile on you guys' face because, like, when I say I'm doing something, like, I want to do it, It's just like every kid's dream. Well, I laugh at this every time. Well, and I love my mom to death. I love my mom. I love my mom the most. She's out there looking for me every single day and cheering me on and doing this and that. Well, I get in the counseling office, and I already have my idea in my head. And my mom is like saying, yeah, he wants to become like a I do one of the things out of the two, and I did the other thing too. So I went to Hillsville Area Career Center to hopefully become a police officer. So then my grandparents pushed me away and did this and that, and it's just been, I'm not getting into it all, but it's just not the right place, not the right time for me to do it. And then fire department, I'm a cadet firefighter, and she's like, oh yeah, he's gonna go through his classes, he's gonna become a full-time firefighter, and then the counselor goes, these are the things that my mom had, like papers in her hand, and she's looking at them, and then she's like, probably like, scratching her head, like when you get married, there's different things and times when people scratch their heads because you have different ideas, but sometimes they don't add up to what the family's trying to say. Well, I get in there, we're sitting down, and I'm smiling, I'm thinking what I'm saying. And so from firefighting to police officer, my whole entire thing changed. And it went from a police officer, a firefighter, and then my mom's like, and then counselor looks at me, Bug B looks at me, and she goes, well, what do you want to do? What's your future plans? I took a deep breath, and I let it out. I said, well, my future plan is to go through communication classes and become a sports announcer. I always like sports. It's always what I wanted kind of to do. But it's kind of like the hit or miss, it's like, Jacob, you said the wrong thing, and I don't know. It's just my passion, my passion's racing. You guys can see behind me. You know what? I have met Austin Dillon, my favorite driver, at least 15 different times since I was raised, grown up over the years. And, and the bond between my brother and I'll show the picture again. The bond between my brother and I throughout racing has been something that will never go away. There's always something between siblings. You may not get along. You might not do this. You might not do that. But there's always something that, like, you guys will like to do together. And it's always been racing. So it's always been cool to share the same thing that my brother likes as well. Although he might like a Toyota driver. That's all right. But I really wish he was rooting for a Chevrolet driver, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But anyways, going back to my point here is, it's hard, and life's hard. But the thing is, me sitting there at the counseling office and saying, I want to be a sports announcer. I don't, that's the thing that was awesome, and you get to go out and explore and try it, and I'm thankful where I am. I'm thankful for Jonesville schools for let me announce and do all that cool stuff that other kids dream about. And Kathy's done a good job too for anybody that wanted to do announcing. Like Zach Heiser started at Jonesville Schools, where I started at, and he's went up the ranks, went up the roof. So it's a good starting ground, but I'm excited. I'm excited to go on my own. I'm excited to go independent. A lot of people sent me some messages saying why, asking why, I'm going on my own, and it's just, I think it's the right time. Get some experience with some play-by-play. I'm not going to have a color commentator on my play-by-play, but it's just going to be cool for me to get that experience, to know how to do play-by-play by myself, and then go to college and, gain that play-by-play, because it's all hands-on it's all hands-on at Ferris State University. That's what I love. So I'm proud to announce that maybe in the future I might have a 3-race deal with the Great Lake Lightning Sprints, and I hope it's the thing. It's like, it's a thing. I love being behind this mic. Like, this mic is my friend right now. Like, you guys might see this. Like, it just puts a smile on my face having a mic behind myself and in front of myself and this sort of thing. But it's cool. And the big thing is, I have my communications degree before I even go to Ferris State. It will be an associate's degree from Jackson College. So I'm excited about that as well. Next summer, I will have my communications degree at Jackson College. So, but it's been fun. I wouldn't trade my life for anything, and I think I'm going to keep doing these, coming on here and doing my own thing, and just having fun, and talking to you guys. If you guys honestly want to comment or do anything like that, share your thoughts about what I'm talking about, there's a comment section. All I have to do is hit the comment button, and it literally sends me whatever you guys are typing, whatever you guys are saying, which is so cool. Interaction between a person and person. Like, I can read your text, and I can, read your messages, comments, and it's cool. But yeah, so school's been good. It's still good. Taking 2 summer classes. We're really excited. I really am to start this fall semester. Really excited for my fall semester, my last fall semester at Jackson College. And this next year is going to be a last of being around here for a while, and having and enjoying my summer of next summer, before I move up to Ferris State for college of fall of, I think it's 2024. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody that tuned in. I think I'm going to do this more. I'm excited. We're going to talk about different things. Today was just kind of all over the place, but that's what it may be. Might be talking about something that I'm really passionate about. I maybe got an A on a test, and I really want to come on here and I really want to tell you guys about how, I got that A, and, struggling through a college class. I can help you with advice to get through. I was talking to my mom the other day and saying how great I did throughout my first year at college. The first semester went great. The second semester went great. These 2 summer classes are going great for me. And the class that really kicked my butt was Math 133 Probability and Statistics class. And so it's a class that I absolutely have to pass. And it was with a 70%. You had to pass a class with 70%. Well, I was on the 70% mark the entire class. I reached out, went to a tutor, got that help. And the time of my final exam, I had an 85% on my final exam. So pretty much getting the 66% on the midterm to an 85% on the final exam. You have to work hard. You got to want it. But anyways, my name is Jacob Rickwalt. We'll see you guys next time. My mom just got home, and we're going to go see how her day was. So see you guys, and have a good day.